Hello and good evening, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. This is a bit of a change of pace because I don't normally stream at this time. I don't normally stream on the weekday on Tuesdays, but I've been planning this for months, so I'm excited for this. they were smart to make Bell the Gooner of the TTC Botax. I don't think the devs intended that. I think that was very much imposed upon by the fandom. But definitely Belle being the gremlin of the two siblings was very much intended. Imagine having a usual streaming schedule. Damn. Yeah, not me. I can't imagine that. Also, Crazy Cat, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you aboard. You're witnessing shenanigans. Is the only way I can describe it, really. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I should do this. And I think... Oh yeah, and then I can do this. Okay. And that should fix that. Okay, cool. I just try to stream once a week at least, assuming my work doesn't kill my voice. Yeah, having the job you do, yeah, that's gonna strain your voice a lot. So, yeah, I'm kind of surprised you are able to do what you do. But hey, clearly you're a stronger person than me for it. My body hates me for not having a full sleep, but this is more important right now. I think the sleep was more important, but I mean, don't force yourself to be here, Dwakey. If you need rest, go get yourself some rest. But without further ado, let's get this started, shall we? Hang on, I need some background music. Cause I don't want this to be silent. Hang on, let me just... how do I add... wait, hang on, what does that look like? Okay, it's fine. Media source... No, not media source. What the fuck is this then? What do you mean I can't copy it? The hell you say? Or is it? Oh, it's because it's okay. Here we go. Yeah, we didn't have a planned dating OST. It's a damn shame. Don't worry. I'll just recycle the starting screen music. It's fine. It's fine. Could have had the music that plays when you date Papyrus. Nah. Good evening, this is Rashi from Twitch.tv. How can I help you today? Okay, so here's a tier list that I've made. It's got it kind of doubled in size from the last time. It has 9 tiers now instead of the original 5 that I initially planned this with. From top to bottom, there are people I'm literally dating. Yeah, so there are people I'm literally dating right now, so it's like, you know, I had to, which tier does Igor not go into? And then we've got the Please Step on Me. I changed what was the original one? The original one was something like, it was, oh, what was it? It was like dating or something. It was a really drab, it was a really drab descriptor, and I was like, no, this is too drab. I need to make it more, more fun, you know? Yeah, it was literally just date, and it's a little too dry. A little too dry for me, so, let's see here. But yeah, I did change out restraining order actually got changed out for no. So it's literally just no, is what that got changed out to. Or no, it was you know. So we have you know, and then we have enemy spotted. But yeah, so there's, you know, for the people I'm literally dating right now, there's, you know, the super gooder please step on me category. There's the people who where my imagination is a little more wholesome. You've got the friendship tier, you've got the I like things, there are things I like about you and there are things I don't. We've got the you're a cool person, not for me. We've got the no, we have you know, and then we have the Axel Auto. So that's our tier. So way that's gonna go is I'm just gonna go top to bottom through my submissions list in the Discord, and I'm just gonna go in that order. I'm gonna read things out, I'm gonna consider things, and we'll go from there. Tops to bottoms. Hi Sammy. Hi Sammy. Okay, starting at the, hang on, I need to move to over here. So actually, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Oh shit, wait, you're so right, I don't have water. I'll be right back, I need to get my glass of water. Also, thank you, Argyle, thank you for the health check. I'll do that right now. Okay, I got my water. I barely got here in time simply due to class letting out early. I mean, I didn't even start yet, so, you know. Yeah, I didn't even start yet. Okay, so. Let's see. We're just gonna go into here. Let's see what we got. So first up on the list is literally Stubble saying, I'm cheating. And that's all they put. Just, I'm cheating. This is Rogaden from Final Fantasy 14. Like, oh, we love a good femro. We love a good femro, and this is them in their job here. Snowballs is a paladin main. Really, there's only one place. There's only one place they can go. Where are they in here? There they are. There's only one place they can go. Music's a little loud. Okay, hang on. Let me turn that down. How's it now? How's my volume now? Better? Cool. We good? Okay. So, but yeah, Snowballs is a Febro paladin main. Yeah, like I said, they're cheating. We love good Fembro. We love Fembros around here. I don't know what else to say. I love my partner and I love them very much. I love all of my partners very much. Okay, so, let's see, who else? Who's next on the list here? Oh, yes, it's... Gender citrus. Personality sour. Appears in like 5 seconds of a SpongeBob SquarePants episode. Oh, let me turn down the music a little bit further. Okay, that should be good. Easy 10. Hey Levins, how are you doing? No, that's not the rating system we're doing here. Hang on. This is the dating system we're doing here. That's a EX tier. Where is this stupid little shit? Straight into the enemy spawners. Oh, Luma! Hi, Luma! How are you doing? Jeff has been talking you up. Jeff has nothing but good things to say about you. How are you doing, Luma? How's I'm paradoxically shy. Aw. Let's see who's next on the list. I don't need to say much about Sammy, who scammed me what 3 times now and has been constantly goading me to try to play Foxhole. Look. You write the OC, not me, you coward. Listen, it's an evil lemon, okay? I am a chaotic. I am chaotic good allied, okay? What makes you think this doesn't go into the enemy spotted and the enemy spotted tier? Okay. Oops, wrong button. They're both chaotic, that's alignment. But yeah, they're evil. They're literally evil. I'm a chaotic good, not chaotic evil. The literal villain. Yeah, exactly. Okay, who's next? Okay, here's an actual one. Here's what I can actually talk about for a bit. So, let's see. This is, I believe this is, yeah, this is Salty's general like OC Scammy's point of view. You are the chaotic evil. Oh my god. Alright, no, just, we're not talking about Sammy anymore. Let's see. So, his name is Nathan Arthur Cartwright Leaford. You got that extremely long last name vibe there. Old grandpa. I mean, yeah, I caught that. Still in very good physical strength thanks to its training. Ooh, yeah, we love people who stay in shape. Let's see. He may look tricked, but he's a kind old grandpa. Very. Aww. We love people who love their kids. Let's see. And then yeah, so yeah. 3 first names bougie detected. Lancer / Admiral / Cashin, depending on setting. Yeah. So let's see. In the Lancer setting, the only child of a noble family, they grew up in a kind and caring home with no obligations to continue to. That's always nice when you know you don't have those sort of obligations on you. A lot of people from this background that I read about in fiction, you know, there's always the lineage plotline going on, and it's I'm a little tired of it if I'm honest. Let's see here. So I think I'm gonna hang on. I'm just gonna move my camera over to the other screen. Except I can't because it doesn't mount properly on this other monitor. Okay. I guess you're staying on here then. Okay. As a young adult, he set out to become a Lancer and quickly proved himself to be a skilled fighter, if a bit hot-headed. Met Nora, wing leader of the Albatross Lancers. Ooh. Uh, let's see. A more skilled and level-headed pilot, she bested him in a duel. He joined up with them, working with them for many years and helping those in need across the galaxy. Eventually, the two settled down, got married, and had 8 kids. Oh my god! Nathan got busy! Nathan got fucking busy! That said... This very untraumatized, in Battletech and Star Sector, he is Isekai from Lantern, ended up as a sentient salt shaker! Is that why that happened? Okay, so I like him, but given that Nathan there is, you know, quite literally married, anti-Incredon core, the Schultz Saker is a gilf. Why? Okay, so yeah, you know, very cool person. You know, visually they gave up one vibe, but personality wise, I love it when, you know, when someone's appearance doesn't quite match their personalities. So it's a nice change of pace. Ooh, got some lemons art here too. But what the fuck? Also, what the fuck? Oh wait, where are your fucking pants? But yeah, since Nathan there is quite literally married. Wait, where the hell is the browser? There it is. We're going straight into the friends category. We could probably be good friends. But yeah, no. Nathan can go no further than this. They seem to be a monogamous person. They're married. They have kids. I'm not a fucking homewrecker. Are you kidding me? I ain't no fucking homewrecker. Okay, so yeah, solidly in the friends list, in the friends tier. Okay, next up. Who's next? Wow, y'all quick enough. I forgot how quickly y'all got like jumped in on this. So here be Jeff, aka the Hobo, aka Jeff the Hobo. It's Jeffy, yeah! Let's see. Wanders the world, hiking with stick. Often prophesizes like an wise old sage. Just as often yells rambling strings of obscenities and doom-saying on street corners. Fights injustice, may also get into drunken fistfights. It's so on brand. I can't remember if the no pants pick was for the pinup calendar or some new November drawing thing. I don't want to know. Don't tell me the answer. I don't want to know. Talks about the biblical Cain like he knows him personally. Has been seen in historical records ranging from medieval England, Martian moon colonies in the 25th century, and the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. Oh my god! Jeff is a timeless being that will transcend all of us. Sounds like a chaotic good person right here. Unfortunately, they as a timeless being, Jeff was there in the first civilization and beat the first king with a stick. Hang on, I'm just gonna... Oh wait, you can't We gotta change it. Hang on. Gotta change that. There we go. Where's Jeff? There's Jeff. He was there. He was there the day Horus slew the Emperor. Oh, wait. Hang on. There we go. I did a 10th tier. I added a 10th tier. Okay, also hi Snow Dove, how are you doing? It's already getting real silly in here. Oh, back to the Discord. Okay, who's next? Oh, it's Momo. Oh, Momo. I thought Luma was more powerful. The more powerful being since she controls Jeff. Jeff submitted Luma. We'll get to her. Her full name is what? No, pronoun. She, her. Okay. Momohime Tagashi, woman, a middle-aged, very tall Hellsguard Rogadin from Doma. Okay, that explains the very, very Japanese-sounding name. Walks with a slight limp on her left leg. Very toned from a lot of maintenance exercise? What does that mean? Maintenance exercise. I'm gonna guess that's like not just like, it's just another way of saying, staying in shape, which, yeah, we love people who stay in shape. Nearsighted. Physical it might be physical therapy. Yeah, no. Can someone like look that up and see if there's like if that like actually means something specific? I would love to know. Nearsighted. So yeah, no, nearsighted. On the one hand, boo, poor physical health. That sucks. On the other hand, that means you have to wear glasses, and glasses make people look so fucking cute. Like, look at that face. Holy crap. That is a very pretty face. I would assume keeping in shape. Momo is super cute. Momo is so cute. Known weakness, glasses. Projects a professional veneer in most public spaces, outwardly reserved with her penchant for dry sarcasm. Her core of joy and playfulness comes out very rarely and with very specific people. Okay. Born in Doma, moved to the coast of Oda at a very young age, learned martial arts from her mother, who disappeared along with her father on a freak storm during a fishing trip. Worked as a mercenary first, and a prize fighter in the arena later. Oh, fucking Momo's a Coliseum fighter, just like fucking Raoban. God damn. I've got a friend that swears glasses aren't cute, and every time he says it, we all dunk him at once. You're fucking good. Shun the non-believer. Snowdust got the right idea. I mean, on the one hand, yes, Old Da is a capitalist hellscape. On the other hand, Doma at the time, I'm assuming this is pre-A Realm Reborn, Doma was literally being occupied by a fascist regime, so I don't fault Momo for that, honestly. Let's see. Prize fighter in the arena later until a cheating opponent caused her a lifelong injury that left her left knee on. Oof. Picked up crafting as a means of mental therapy, made a career of it, found a girlfriend, unretired from combat due to girlfriend's influence. Wants to remain a homebody, but no. Aww. Poor girl. The leg injuries when maintenance exercises are done, stretches and exercising in order to ensure that injuries. Yeah, that's yeah. Oof. Yeah. It's nice that she has someone though. It's nice that she has someone. But once again, it seems that they have a very close partner. So again, I think we would be very good friends. But I ain't no homewrecker. I ain't no homewrecker. Although they're not really married yet, so would that technically speaking, would that be homewrecking if they're not like married yet or anything? That semantics aside, I'm not gonna get in between a happy couple that are clearly good for each other. But yeah, right in the friends tier, solidly in the friends tier. Let's see. Back to the Discord. Who's next? Caster. This is Sushi. That's fun, Sushi says. we got a little rat boy with a pet rat. Oh my god! Look at that cute little rat's face. It's fucking adorable. Danger beans! Danger beans! Caster, is Sushi here? I would love a primer on how to pronounce his last name. At 99 centimeters tall. 99 centimeters. What is? Okay, so I'm still learning centimeters. How tall is that in American? 99 cm to inches. That is 3 feet. That is 3 feet and 3 inches. I propose we make Caster the official mascot of the NJB Foxhole Regiment. You're gonna have to take that up with Sushi. You're gonna have to take it up with Sushi Waka. Caster is even short even for Yosoki. He's not exactly portly and not exactly lean. His shape is difficult to ascertain due to the rat-like flabbiness of his fur, just like Axor. Oh, that's so adorable. Caster began his career as a very socially anxious and somewhat of a people pleaser and conflict avoider. This hit a core of white cold rage and steel that was chomping at a chance to show off. His creative, softer, and social side comes out for his nibblings and his alchemical homunculus pet rat, Danger Beans. His pet rat is literally called Danger Beans! Oh, that's adorable! Softer and social side comes out for his little nibblings. Is that like his kids? Is that his kids? Oh, it's adorable. Caster arrived at Hell Knight Hill with his family to the Festival of Heroes, where he joined those who'd become his lifelong companions. After traveling across Galarian with his companions, he managed to develop. Okay, so this is the path. Oh right, this is their Pathfinder character. Right. Let's see. Traveling across Galarian with his companions, he managed to develop a cultivated network of contacts and allies, and struck a lucky strike with their adventure. A lucky strike with their adventuring led to Caster leveraging this network as a trade alliance that fed multiple slave liberating movements across the continent. Oh my god, he's oh, what was that one guy that like raided a military armory and to go on John Brown. He's a rat, John Brown. Holy crap, he's so cool. His party has redeemed undead dwarf kingdom, slayed dragons, destroyed the largest slaver ring in Ketapesh, and defeated the manifestation of the evil god of dragons on Galarian. Holy crap! Rodent John Brown! Rodent John Brown! Oh my god, he's so cool! What the fuck? He's so cool! Oh my god, he's dabbing! Local rat dunks on Confederacy! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Alright. Unfortunately, Caster also seems like they're married. But, so, the highest it can ever reach is the friends tier. But there's not Caster. Caster is fucking someone else. No, that is Caster. His name is Caster. What am I thinking? Oh god, Budbane strikes again. But yeah, straight into the friends tier. Straight in there. Straight into the friends tier. Okay. The new brain. Yep, the new brain strikes again. Local bud tries speed dating, finds everyone is already in a relationship. Well, yeah. How could this happen to me? Oh wait, wrong one. Wrong one. Okay. Okay. Britannia. Ooh, yeah, Britannia. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that smug ass Makode. Look at that. It's got this stupid. I didn't notice until looking at it now. She doesn't have. She has a stupid Fall Guys crown. She's got the stupid Fall Guys crown. Matriarch Britannia Malone. 5-2 Makode, always dressed in something opulent. Yeah, I can see that. Holy shit. Look at this shit. That doesn't look opulent. Ooh, this is a new one. I haven't seen this one. Oh my god, look at those fucking glasses. It's a good crown, to be honest. I don't know, Luma. I don't know about that. Vacation, Britannia. Let's see. Smug? Okay, yeah. The Elder's greatest, yeah. Smug, self-confident, but perhaps too quick to go for a weapon if someone ticks her off. A victim of interfamilial abuse, Britannia was only too happy to take control of her old family name and have it disbanded. Oh, damn, that's fucking metal. She took up the old ways of red magic thanks to a tutor, who has also since been lost to the winds. The matriarch herself has taken to gil, gold, money, and doing anything to ensure the ones she truly cares about want for nothing. Oh wait, Lemons did this? Credit to St. Lemons and monochromatic. Oh, okay. That's someone else. And it's like, wait a minute, this fucking song, fucking Lemons did this? That's not his usual style. No. Okay. Monochromatic is the name of another artist. Okay, got it. Okay. Smug and self-confident. I mean, as a narrative character, I love that sort of thing. Let's go, the suspiciously wealthy aunt. Oh my god, you're so right. Literally just a suspiciously wealthy aunt. That said, where do I put her? Where do I have her? Where do I have her? I hope here I have her. I've got. It's either gonna be mixed feelings or cool person, not my vibe. Cause the personality means a lot. You know, someone with a compatible personality to you. You know, that does matter when it comes to dating and, you know, looking for a relationship. Yeah, Britannia here seems a little hot-headed, but, you know, given her family history, like, you can kind of understand how she ended up the way she did. She seems to be very money. Oh, Hero! Hi, Hero! How are you doing? You joined me on a wild day. Oh wait, hang on. I borked up that command. This shout, literally just shout who are we smashing? I had people submit their OCs in my Discord, and I'm just going through all the submissions. So just random, just various community original characters. We were playing Elden Ring. How's Elden Ring? You have fun? Did you get up to anything silly? Since it is in fact April Fool's Day. Ragey? Yeah, I figured that sort of game can inspire some rage. I got very tilted. I'm sorry to hear that. He died. He's bad at video games and doesn't upgrade his health. I mean, being bad at video games is, you know, that's fine. You can be bad at video games. That's not you're allowed to be bad at video games, and anyone honestly, the gaming community, gaming culture needs to get rid of skill as a metric of, you know, worth in the gaming community, because that's just incredibly toxic. Like, holy shit, that's so toxic. Yeah, just oof. Let's see. Okay, but anyways, gotta place Brit on the tier list. I think Brit is, unfortunately, there's gonna go on the cool person, not my vibe, category. She looks like she still's got some, she looks like she's got some things she needs to work out. Agreed. Fully depending on skill for people's worth does not seem right. Absolutely not. Is that the every villain's is lemon? Yeah, that's Sammy. Sammy, please reveal yourself. That's Sammy. They have adopted the every villain is. He has adopted the every villain is lemons, lemon as their persona. So blame Sammy. Blame Sammy for that. It's not me. It's not me. Okay, on to the next person. Vera from Short Queen, 5 foot tall Anthro Bullpix. Personality, stupid cat face. Fire around her naturally responds to her emotions, forming into fanciful shapes like butterflies and other Pokemon. She likes to make grand artworks of living fire, full of friends and creatures. And here's a little character sheet. Ooh. You don't see a lot of people with this. You don't see a lot of art with this sort of body shape. I always like seeing art of people in with this body shape. We need more. What's out? It's got a choice scarf. Oh fuck! She's got a choice scarf. Oh fuck! Let's see. There's Vera as an actual Vulpix. Super cute. I love that. And oh, and here's the Anthro with the little mages. I do love kissing girls. Fucking called out. So called out. Not much I can talk about here. But Vera here seems very much like the mischievous. They knew what they were doing. They so knew what they were doing. Vera here looks like the playful mischievous kind of personality, which listen, I'm a bottom, okay? Where's Zero on this? Oh, here she is. So show the list. Oh right, thank you. Sorry. The way I have this set up is not very good. Actually, wait, no, what I could do. Yeah, Vera's going on this. She just has that energy, you know? She has that big, like, pinning you against the wall, holding your wrists together above your head sort of vibe. Still riding the high of the most powerful being. Okay, let's carry on. And we've got Selena. Another short description. Snake lady. It's absolute. Oh no! And then they were both bottoms. Personality, the most timid giant lady you ever goddamn seen. Oh no! Oh. My kindred spirit. Where is she? Where is she? Did I? Oh yeah, there she is. There she is. I don't think I need to say too much else there. Back to the Discord. Oh, Lorian. Blue, are you here? How do you pronounce her name? Loriron? Lorlon? Lorelon? Blech, it's tying up my tongue. We're sharing the bottom bunk. That's what we're doing. But if Blue is here, please tell me how to pronounce. Please tell me how to pronounce your Ellison name, because I don't want to mispronounce your very cute Ellison's name. Holy crap! Oh god, the freckles! Oh, the freckles! Ah! Oh, the freckles! My other weakness, freckles. Oh, this is an in-character like autobiography sort of deal. Okay. Well, I'm a bit on the short side for an Ellison at least. Plus, I'm a little sun-kissed from all my years in Ul'dah and the beaches of Limsa. I usually dye my hair a nice dark blue and like to give the tips a lighter shade. Good contrast, you know? But same pretty fit. Not that I work too hard on it. Just enough to change. Just enough to stay in shape. Try not to dress too fancy, except when I'm working. Club pays for the outfit, so I may as well go out, I figure. And let me tell you, dang, you look damn good in a proper fishnet. Oh. Oh. The scar? Oh, that's an old wound. Can't remember how I got it. Can't remember lots of things. Aww. Okay. I like to think I'm a kind person, but I won't lie. I've done some pretty nasty things to get by. Never hurt anyone who didn't deserve it, though. At least by my reckoning. I know I'm not the smartest by any means. Can't even read, but I've got plenty of street sense. I know a bad deal when I see it. Love? I try to love everyone who's nice to me, in more ways than one, if you catch my meaning. Never met a person I didn't think was worth having. Never met a person I didn't think was worth having a good time with, except a few twinks. But they turned out to be shit, so I was right not to trust them. You're pretty. Are you talking to me? Oh my god, Blue is literally talking to me with her character. Ah. Never trust a twink. I like twinks. You're looking pretty cute, I gotta admit. Hey, maybe after this interview we could... No? Shame, but I'll respect it. I can't help but feel that Blue there was literally like trying to talk to me there. Oh boy. Ratchy is the local twink and I have beef with them, filthy UEF main. This is a targeted script. It is! It so is! I've been living in Ul'dah for the past decade, and a few years in Limsa before that. And before that, just nothing. Just flashes. Faint traces of long-forgotten memories. Sometimes I dream of faces, trees, acorns. Remind me of home, but not a home I remember. Anyways, nowadays I work the bar circuit. It's a blast. I get to meet all sorts of people every week. And I love my crew, even if they drive me up the wall sometimes. Always putting their dirty feet on the counter right before we open. Cheeky bastards. God, I love them. You should come down some weekend. We always have a good time. Well played. Well played on Blue's part, honestly. She saw the assignment and she went all fucking in. What? She went all in. Where did I put... There she is. I have the feeling her flirty side is a bit more professional than it is like her actual personality. She seems like a very sweet person underneath all of that. But yeah, that was very well written. Blue's around. Blue, if you're around, thank you for that. That was very nice to read. I liked reading that. Right into the date 'em, kiss 'em, cuddle 'em in bed tier. Back to the Discord. What do we got here? Another one of Blue's? Literally Lucifer. Literally just Lucifer. A brick wall of a human ASMR covered in battle and burn scars. Trauma with a side of trauma. Oh no! Constantly fighting his temper / trying to direct it at those he deems deserve his anger. Literally lives in hell. The fallen angel. Raised by literal devils to be a living weapon, freed from his captors in an early 20s. Yo, not there. A very short descriptor. Obviously, Blue put a lot more work into Laurelon than she did Lucifer. But I mean, hey Lucy, you've got some chutzpah. I respect you, but not exactly my vibe. Not exactly my vibe. You've got some things to work out there. Right, let's see, who's next? Oh, it's Wisteria! It's Wisteria! Trauma gives character, so I heard. Let's see. Ling, Wisteria, Ming Ling. That... I have feelings about that name. Oh, our first Envy! Yeah, our first Envy, baby! It's called the sad corner, Argyle. It's the Ashland Express sad corner. Physical description varies due to their Harlequin implants. Is this a Lancer? Oh, it's a Lancer thing. What the hell are Harlequin implants? Hey, can someone look that up for me? It seems to be a Lancer thing. What are Harlequin implants? That frightens me. SSC shit? No, I figured it was SSC shit. What is it? It scares me. What the hell? Currently presenting to the femme side of androgynous, human with a clear preference for dressing well without edging over into ostentatiousness. She's got a silver tongue with a diplomat or salesperson's personality, depending on what they feel you need. Generally nice, but objective-oriented and not above playing dirty below the table with those they have no reason to want a long-term relationship. They are always observing with a quiet smile on and off the battlefield, ready with a helpful sentence or a timely arc marathon bow shot for the most effective intervention possible. She is a SSC VAT-born project designed to be the best executive assistant and salesperson possible. While deployed on an outreach mission to assist a unit operation, they discovered that they had been memory reset once someone from their past recognized them. They are busy dealing with a rekindled relationship, an active and hostile cult in system, and the potential fallout of someone or someone's at SC presenting as an active threat. Clearly, Wisteria's working through some stuff. Clearly. I mean, she's definitely cute. Genetically engineered to be the best car salesman. Yeah, I don't know if I jive with that personality, unfortunately. She does look cute though. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to save her from the pits of where's Wisteria? There's Wisteria. I don't know if that's going to be enough to save her from the pits of no. I cannot find what Harlequin implants are. Peace Lock, if you're here, this is Peace Lock's character. Peace Lock, if you're here, if you could educate us on what Harlequin implants are, please do so. Please do so. I would like to know this information. I'm gonna take a sip piece of my water. Num 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 num. Okay, back to the Discord. Oh, here's Lyco. Here's Lyco Totem. Also, what the hell is going on here? Oh, okay, just asking. Right. A 7'5" Rogadin woman with dark hair and a toned martial artist physique has one noticeably white eye with a scar over it, but her vein streak means she keeps the rest of her skin unblemished, which her shape. Oh right, Lyco Totem is a shapeshifter, a la, or I don't remember the name of the game, but yeah, she's a shapeshifter. Personality, warm, loving, and caring. Her generous nature means that during her off time, she runs and manages an orphanage in Idleshire, where she is quite popular. However, her symbiote and the naturally aggressive undercurrent to her personality means that in combat versus legal combatants, she is a ruthless terror in the night. She has done so far an excellent job of separating the two sides. She is formerly a mercenary who would have died in a shipwreck that had an undersea creature not bonded with her and would have died in a shipwreck had an undersea creature not bonded with her and repaired much of her damaged body. Now a roving adventurer and heroine, she is happy to explore her new life in Eorzea and take care of her newfound family and friends. Aww. I mean, so here's my question. Based on the setting, I would infer that they are something that alters perception of the implanted holograms or something. Maybe. Maybe. But definitely, at minimum, Lyco Totem, I would say. Response given? Oh. Wait, let me see it. Implants embedded throughout their body that allow them to shapeshift into any person, changing her appearance, height, gender presentation, etc. at will. Mercurial bound power from the Harlequin Passion in the Lancer RPG. Ah, okay. Okay. So shapeshifting. That's about what I expected. Yeah, unfortunately she's Wisteria stays in the no tier. As far as Lyco goes, though, the big that's on the bonds in the KTB field guide. Yeah. So the big barrier for me is I'm a very squeamish person, and if I watch someone like flash transform before my very rip Wisteria. And okay, so Peace Lock, I have another question for you, Peace Lock. When Lyco transforms, what does that look like? Because I am a very squeamish person. If you were around on Sunday when I watched Zorba turned into whatever the hell he turned into, I yelled at Sammy a lot for subjecting me to that. So once again, what does Lyco look like when she's shapeshifting? What does that look like? At minimum though, Lyco Totem, it probably lands in the mixed feelings. Have you ever played Prototype or watched the Venom movies? I have not. But I think I know the sort of vibe that takes a form of. It's okay, she'll just not transform in front of you, easy. If she would have such considerations, right into datum, kiss, and cuddle in bed tier. Yeah, that is the main sticking point. But she very much seems like the person who would learn about that sort of thing and take it into consideration and, be careful not to transform in front of any sort of romantic partner who has that sort of concern. So right into the datum, kiss, and cuddle them in bed tier. Alright, back to the Discord. I'm glad you're happy. Tierlist. I mean, I could read this. Or I could show you the literal plushy version of them I have on my starting screen desk, and just say that literally just say they go literally just say that they go straight into where are you? There you are. I am literally dating them right now. I am literally dating them right now. Here. Regular T-Lith also cute. Regular T-Lith also cute. Look at them. Look at them. Absolutely adorable. And there's the plushie version. How the fuck did she get up that high? My first OC? I mean, you know, Ikradon, you know exactly how. You know exactly how. What do you mean? It says it exactly on the tin how you got there. She isn't me. That's how I'm surprised. I mean, we'll read it. We'll read it regardless. I am gonna actually read it. I'm not gonna skip over it. Oh no, I missed the first hour. Oh no, Vera, no. Aw. Just no, Vera. Vera made it to please step on me tier. So be proud of that. Your Vulpix is very Dom coded. Lamau. Anyways, back to the Discord. Let's see. Female presenting, but when asked or with those considered peers is more agender. She is 7'10", rather pale, a bit intense in the eyes of pale yellow. Oof. More fit / lean in physique, they can go between very slow methodical to very, very fast. It should be noted that extended periods of interaction with her outside of her armor can and will feel uncomfortable unless you are rather resistant to passive magic effects. Ooh. Fun fact, am a Dom? Yeah, I figured. I figured that was the case. Their personality is seemingly aloof and distant and exceedingly patient. They have trouble relating to many factors people consider normal and awkward about it. Can be awkward about it. Due to their nature, there is very little they aren't aware of and capable of having a conversation about. A cast left Ven of the Incredon Collective to keep things brief. They were cursed with an exceptionally caustic amount of psionics when they were infants, and were chosen to be utterly converted to an AI over time to compensate and bridge the gap between a human format and an AI format. They are a unit of the Incredon Collective of a very high standing, and are used for many things, from high-profile escorting, first contact diplomacy, and effectively any military application you can imagine, and diplomacy with allied nations. Can you call a Dom cute? I'm so poorly adjusted that feels wrong to do. You can be cute. Yeah, those are not mutually exclusive. They are not only incredibly psionic, but with the processing speed and awareness that only a true AI can provide. Within the collective, she is merely awkward, but they have been known to be exceedingly awkward in casual conversations to those outside of it. While incredibly empathetic, the form it takes is warped due to the nature and her psionics. Most notably, from an outside perspective, they display / comprehend someone's worth as their value, age, and expected lifetime. Oof. She has not yet perceived anyone else's worth as lesser, but is still unnerving to some to hear. Also notable self-worth issues. Also, Ace is all fuck and rather aromantic. Okay, so I can take two routes here. I can just say this is Incredon and call it a day, or I could, judge them by, their actual character. And if I were to do so, T left here would literally bounce between I'm literally dating right now a tier and friends tier. There is no in between. I can't believe T-Lip has at least 5 confirmed. I don't think that's the ace we're talking about here. Okay. I think if we're going for consistency here, we're gonna go by their character. I'm sorry, getting downgraded to the friends tier. Could flip a coin. Ooh, nah, I've made my decision. I'm going by the character. Not my relationship with the person who owns said OC. They are very cute though. They are very cute. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah. Okay. I can't believe you're convincing me to do this. Come on. You're far too gloom and serious. You should really open up to people more. If you're nervous, just treat this as a timeline you might not see again. Fine, fine. You're gonna tell me how to use this device before I stab it. So this is Inkerdon's Warframe character. Designated Inkerdon. Operator format specifically. The other one is badgering me to do this. Aww. Female mostly, but I spent enough time in a male form that I think gender fluid applies. Yeah. Your gender, that said, your gender is whatever term is comfortable with you. Physical description. There's already gonna be a photo of me. Fine. Okay, fine. I am rather young and short, just under 5 feet by your measurements. Ooh, excuse me. Whoa. Whoa. Dark eyes with some pink toned iris. Brown short hair with some pink highlights. More on the side of a pale complexion, I guess. There's some physical warping from multiple effects from my past. Some techno-sites, some void. It is a mostly unpleasant truth be told. The left side of the face is compromised with more metallic features. Some soft pink lights bleeding through and a few LED-like eyes on the cheekbone. Also more sharp teeth on the left and a weird tongue. It's annoying. Should I really do my own? Okay. Distant, aloof, rather impatient at times. I can be rather blunt and jump through rather flowery in tongue, depending on how I feel or if I want to do a verbal flashbang. Most of the time, those just happen. Also, I have lost all concept of self-preservation since I am functionally immortal. Also, I have lost all sense of being surprised. I suppose I am also rather distant because I have no comprehension of how to be social, since I never found myself in social situations. I am a Tenno to make things concise. Child soldier, experiment, did a lot of stuff, died, killed more, went to sleep, woke up with no idea what's going on or how to talk, and killed some... Did we copy and paste that? Accidentally? Wait, hang on. Wait, I just lost myself. Wait. Oh, wait. Also killed some more and died some more. I helped some people and had to relearn pretty much everything about myself. The path of the solar system and its people, and contend in an eternal war. An eternal war I had part in blame in. I had parts blame in. Also, I'm stuck bouncing between timelines actually, and I can't even tell which timeline is which anymore. If it wasn't for some people helping me out and just sheer contempt for the solar system situation, I would have been in a far darker place mentally, even if it means being conscripted to do this. To do ... this. Before meeting some people, I was only good for combat situations, but now I'm passable when not killing. You can find me in vents and I will tell timelines if you dare approach me about fishing. Likes. Painting, helping people, history, high-intensity historical fieldwork, which it sounds like a euphemism for fucking with the timeline, and beating the shit out of people whom are making others' lives worse. Vents, and weapons testing, and weapons painting, my Banshee Prime. Dislikes, fishing, mining, time burning my skin in the corner of my vision, self-interest and indifference. Time! No, I'm not showing my face. They can have me in my sealed suit and be happy with it. Yes, I'm self-conscious. I'm not like you. That's... Incroteno is adorable here. Absolutely fucking adorable. How can you dislike fishing? I don't like fishing. I literally... My first and only experience with fishing is me literally accidentally hooking myself when I was trying to cast the line. A little existentialism. Yeah. Okay. Onto the tier list. Where do I have you? Where do I have you? Where are you? Where are you? Where the heck? Oh, there you are. I got the lemons art for this one. I think we're friends. I think we're friends. The shared trauma and literally being used as a weapon, and in specific terms of my OC, I think yeah, the trauma bonding is a hell of a thing. I don't like fishing IRL, and in games is more fun. Well, yeah, in games it's more fun. The games literally have to try to make it fun. But yeah, Incroteno goes solidly in the friends tier. In fact, you get to go at the top there. Wait. There we go. Swap that around. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good order to put it in. I mean, and while I'm at it, let me swap this around too. Yay, dating privileged. Okay. Who's next? Who is next? And here's them in their suit, and here's the lemons art, which is fucking amazing. Holy crap. I can't believe the dating tier list is such a subject to nepotism. Oh jeez! You don't say! Okay. Oh, here's Argyle's OC. So I do not believe my name would translate into your language. For simplicity's sake, call me the Wanderer. I am a being of pure cosmic energy, considering that people would start. So wait, hang on. It's a Nova Kid. It's Argyle, our Wanderer here is a Nova Kid from Starbound. They are a Nova Kid from Starbound. That's fucking metal. We do not have any concept of gender. However, my armor seems to be more masculine than anything. I'm golden with green and blue swirls at various areas of my form. Plus, my mouth is orange for when I need to expel some super heated plasma. Literally a Nova Kid, metal. Shut up, Igrodon. But yeah, literally a Nova Kid. Literally a Nova Kid from Starbound. They were cool before, they were the sun before it was cool. Fucking love that song. I love that song. Plus armor is the armor, though it is charged due to going through 2 supernovas back to back. Yeah, they would do that. I am me. I don't understand what you mean by that. Interviewer's notes. Subject is blunt, to the point, and extremely oblivious. Also seems to have a good grasp of sarcasm. Did not know what a Nova Kid was, considering I never played Starbound. I mean, Starbound itself never really was heavy on the lore in game. Most of the lore you had to like look through the wiki to like figure it out. But yeah, I think Jeff's descriptor of this Nova Kids is pretty apt. Sun Cowboys. Also, I'm gonna munch on some sweet tarts. Nom nom nom. I was a protector. I did my job too good. I was trapped in the suit to be a true protector. Oh, I was trapped in the suit to be a true protector, but also to imprison me. It was gleaming chivalrous shaft gold. I've been floating through space for the past 1,000 years. I'm also gonna borrow that spaceship over there since someone is using it. And my armor does not have any form of flight capability. Literally hijacking a ship. End of interview as subject hijacked the spacecraft and left. Seems to like history, learning things, swords, and furry animals, considering he made sure to grab a cat and stock up unnecessary supplies before leaving. Aww. I think I can confidently put Wanderer there in the friends category. Solidly in the friends category. Where's my Discord? There's my Discord. Moving on. Oh, it's Kara's! Alexis Alex McAllen. This is your Lancer character, right? Oh no, this is your Heart 7. This is your Heart 7 character. Oh baby, okay. Yeah, you were telling me about her. Okay, now I get to dive deep into her. Also, I'm gonna chew on some more sweet tarts. Nom nom. Dive deep, lewd. Shut up, good enough. Cat priorities, graphic cat, yeah. We love cats here. Okay. Alexis Alex McAllen. Family-leaning general neutral. Hey! We love our NBs. Fickle's cute wolfy mech pilot girl. Yeah, there's a lot of kimono memes in the Heart 7 roster, isn't there? There's so many cat girls and cat boys. You know, wolf people. I played a bunny girl in Heart 7 and a cat girl on Heart 7. Bubbly, kind, and focused. Alex was born into a family of knights, pledged to the service of a minor noble house in the Karakid trade Baronese. No, that's not. Wasn't it Karakin? Did you? That's. Hang on. That's not right. That doesn't. Is it Karakid? It's not. I thought it was Karakin. KTB Lancer. Yeah, it's Karakin. Might have misspelling there. Her upbringing involved learning Kurtly etiquette, martial arts, weapons trading, and how to pilot a mech chassis. Being the youngest of 4 children, Alex had enough wiggle room to learn to be her own person and develop her own goals. Those goals led to her setting up on the first ship out to the Baronese. On the first ship out of the Baronese as soon as she came of age, bringing with her a scant few personal possessions, including her grandmother's sword, a banjo, and Sigard, her personal black beater type mech chassis. Oh hell yeah! She spent several subjective years going from job to job, learning how the Orion arm works. Alexis ended up on Part 7 after a series of unfortunate events involving some kindly scoundrels, an overzealous ISPN privateer captain, and several crates of cryo-frozen iguanas. What did the cryo-frozen iguanas have to do? Why were we cryo-freezing iguanas? That scares me. Why were we cryo-freezing iguanas? I too wish to hear about the iguanas. The iguanas are vital, absolutely vital. Where is Alex? There's Alex. She's cute. She seems like she's got a good heart. Stick him right there. Date him, kiss him, cuddle him in bed. What? You never frozen iguanas in your spare time? No. No, I've never frozen an iguana in my spare time. What do you mean? Boring? What do you... Ooh, another one of Argyle's. Georgios Averoff. Unassuming lady in her late 20s. but that's only when she does not have her rigging out. When her rigging is out, she is clad in armor reminiscent of ancient Greek hoplites. But basically looks like the images. Slightly flirty, very serious at times, bubbly, but also able to inspire people as well as terrify them. If the nickname given by the Turkish Navy is anything, what was the nickname given to her by the Turkish Navy? Boat? Boat! Oh, is she a boat girl? She's the boat girl! Boat girl! The third member of the Pisa-class armored cruisers called the Devil Ship by the Turkish Navy and the Lucky Uncle George by the Hellenic Navy. A cannon of the First World War who fought through it and is credited with being the first to utilize the main cannons of rigging while on land to combat ground forces. She knows war, but also knows peace, and can be normally found playing a pan flute, reading or making Greek food and snacks. Aww. Adorable. Literally, the nickname is in the background? I don't see it. Oh, okay, no, you mean the entry. Right. But yeah, no, super cute boat girl. That boat girl is flying straight into where did I put you? There you are. Straight into kiss 'em, cuddle 'em, date 'em, kiss 'em, cuddle 'em in bed tier. Straight in there. No questions, no further questions needed. Oh, Choopy! Oh yeah, I forgot Choopy submitted one. That's right. Love boat girls. We love boat girls here. Name is Cabra, as in Choopy Cabra. Finger guns. First, just kick your ass, lizard girl. Late 20s. Skunky lizard, very skunky lizard. Look at that fucking big ass skunk tail. Sucky massive. Free-spirited, very confident, knows her strengths and weaknesses. Just goddamn loves learning new things and seeing new things. Playful with friends, teases often, always taking a chance to make a joke. But business first with the few folks she's helping. She was born in Fafnir and headed to Eorzea for the thrill of new places. ADHD as heck and bounces between anything that sounds interesting and what people need help with. Originally fighting with a spear, quite frankly, now prefers samurai techniques as ways to fully focus and fight calmly. Though she still does get the zoomies between engagements. That is fucking adorable. Here's Cabra, Choopy Cabra in her Fafnirian outfit. With a very modded tail. Made it in time for a cute bunch stream. I'm not cute. Oh, that's adorable. This was taken in I forgot what that zone was called. That's adorable. I love that. Oh, and she's got the little wool hat. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love the hat. Star's cute? No, I'm not. Let's see. Where do I... Cabra is a cutie. Absolute cutie. Like, honestly, why am I thinking about it this long? Where is she? There she is. There she. Put her like right. Nah. Think about it, put her right there. Date him, kiss him, cuddle him in bed. Right in that tier. Okay. How much do we have left, actually? How much do we have left? We're about halfway. Making good progress, actually. Making good progress. Okay, back to the Discord. A big old floopy aura tail, that should be the option, default option. I mean, at least they get a tail. I originally made a Viera when I first started Final Fantasy XIV. We don't get tails by default. Like, we don't. Obviously, Bunny Girl was the aesthetic they were going for, and they didn't even give us any fucking tails. They fucking scammed us. I had to mod in the tail. Okay. Yoshi's Peace crimes against Bunnykind will be answered for? By whomst? And here we have Bunhui, Banui, Bunny, and Bubby. Banui. Ooh, our first trans character. Or, I mean, specifically noted to be trans, anyways. Or, not trans, NBs are trans too. Our first trans femme character, specifically trans femme character. Low poly cutie. Low poly cutie. Also, Jesus Christ, those tits are fucking massive. I'm sorry, I had to comment on it. A very tall and overall big anthro bunny creature with very long ears. Her fur is soft and her general softness hides big old muscles. Her fur is mostly white and a light pink, with her head having a bit of a light blue streak, like the trans flag. It's adorable. She typically wears either soft, comfy clothing with a floppy hat, or just a floppy hat. Socially anxious, very keen on physical affection, and the sort who will sit around at a gathering or event to speak to speak to anyone, but happy to talk to anyone who speaks with her. God, that's such a mood. That's such a big mood. Oh my god. She likes puns and is eager to please her friends. She's content with her new body and is more confident as a result. Big neurodivergent vibes. Maybe enjoys punching monsters to pieces a bit too much. Wait, what? Banui died before she was... Banui? She was, as folks in Atlas tend to be, isekai'd she into a bunny. She's now a I see. She is now a rogue bouncing around, making slime monsters and undead ghosts explode with big spiked gauntlets. She usually hangs out with whatever people give off good vibes and chats about this and that to spend her days. When she isn't off snuggling someone or doing something cute and nice anyways. She is also terrible at naming things or peoples that she simply refers to herself as Bunny. Never mind the fact that she does not know what type of leporide she is, or variations thereof. Truckcoon must be stopped. Truckcoon must be stopped. Stop it, Truckcoon. We don't need more isekai people. I think this is another person we can put quite confidently. Where did I? There you are. Oh, I used the lemons art. Wait, is that the right art? Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, okay, you just put it separately. Oh no, it's just scroll down far enough. Yeah, here's the lemons art, which I love the funny little hat and the hoodie. Oh, the hood, I love the hoodie. The hoodie is so cute. But yeah, no, I think we can put Bunny here solidly in the... Where was she? There she is. Kiss them, cuddle them. Kiss them, date them, kiss them, cuddle them in bed tier. I like the floppy ears. I also love the floppy ears. Also, hang on. I think I have a better way of doing this. Hang on. Display capture. I think that's it. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna fix things real quick so I can do this better. Okay, that should do it, I think. No, it's a little too big. That should do it. Yeah, that should do it. There we go. Okay, and now if I do that. Okay, perfect. I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay. I think I heard about that one. The driver has a quota, and after failing to isekai this one guy, he rips off the bumper, whacks him with it, because it's the bumper that does it technically. Is that like an actual like manga of like of literally a guy has a job to isekai people? That would be funny. I would want to read that. Well, here's another one of Kara's. Soul Rift or Soulfrid the She-Wolf. Tall, lean, with pale skin and covered in battle scars. Dark-eyed and curling golden locks. She's stubborn, loyal, and brave, and is the shield maiden daughter of her clan's Jarl. She was enslaved for a time to a not Roman senator. But has since freed herself, slaying her to a mentor in the process, and is fighting to free her homeland from the rule of the local Roman Empire XP. Also, she is a lesbian whose paramour is a rune witch. She looks very pretty. We hate the not Romans around here, don't we, folks? Sword lesbian? Sword lesbian. Hell yeah, we love sword lesbians. But not romantically, because Soulfrid here looks like she's taken. She very much is taken, it seems. So, Soulfrid goes straight into the friends category, alongside all of the other married and or otherwise in a committed relationship OCs. Back to Discord. Oh, okay. This is Britannia's Star Wars OC. Colonel Britannia Solari. It's the friend zone. Oh god, it's the friend zone. Except I'm the one that got put in there because they're all married. I mean, wait, no, by that logic. No, okay, never mind. Abandon logic. It doesn't make sense. I love how the only ones in the friends category who's not in a relationship is my fucking random OC. I mean, Ingridon's characters are there too. But let's see. Colonel Britannia Solari. Physically fit, athletic with a deep red hair. Got strong, a headstrong officer with a strong grasp. With a strong grasp of military tactics. Colonel Solari was a figurehead of the Saradatham ship Temperance's military. She found herself discharged with the dissolution of the Sith regime and began using her sharpshooting skills to earn money the old-fashioned way. Bounty hunting. I mean, she's a person. She's got deep red hair, but is she ready to date the cute hair? Well, the answer is the hair, not the cute hair, but she is a hair. The hair is not ready to date her. No. Listen, they have red hair, and by Star Wars logic, they're evil. Yeah, I don't abide by Star Wars logic. We don't do that here. Also, hang on. I'm gonna go back real quick. I'm just gotta. Wait, what? I missed that. Hang on. Just gotta. Where's Firefly? There it is. Wait. There we go. Perfect. And I think I'm almost done here. Nowhere near enough Pheno TP on Incredon spam. Yeah, what the hell? What the hell, folks? Where are the Pheno TPs? We need more Pheno TP reacts on those. Okay, where were we? Ah, here we go. Let's see. Lord Serenium and lithe and flexible Mira Luca. Her eyes are always covered and jet black straightened hair. And has jet black straightened hair that curves around her face. She's always unsure of herself and what she's been taught. She's finally broken herself out from under the teachings of being forced. Broken herself out from under the teachings being forced down her throat. All her life to blaze her own journey. The true name of this woman has never been known. The only thing Serenium knew was that she was dumped on Korriban by her Jedi Master father so that he may keep this fucking Jedi. So that he may keep his position amongst the council. Through the many trials of Sith teachings and serving under a benevolent Darth who refused to see any way but his own, she finally broke free of the chains and began carving the way through the galaxy at her own pace. Her double-bladed indigo lightsaber at her side for aggressive negotiations. Listen, I know the Jedi are kind of shitty people, are like really shitty people. Dirty deeds for the greater good. I know the Jedi are kind of shitty people, but I mean, so are the Sith. So sorry, you're going into the where the heck are you? I think that's you, right? Yeah, that's you. You're also going into no. I'm sorry. My apologies. Alright. Oh, last third Incredon one. This is May. Is this May? Is this May? This is May. Okay. The veil is pierced. A construct of a goddess entertains. Chosen spirit. May history be kind will come. Hail to the first witch. Hail to the shadow of mercy. Hail to the sea. That is a hell of a line. Hello, I am Incredon Collective. I don't know what the AN. Navy? I know the N is Navy. Aquatic Navy. I am Incredon Collective, Aquatic Navy, may history be kind of the Incredon Collective. And don't worry, I've had time to digest and consider some of the content and history on your side of this exchange. I had art to be as a ship, but never as a person. Thanks to you all. Thank you all. You especially, Lemons. Aww. Oh, that's adorable. Everyone, please thank Lemons for all, because Lemon has done a bunch of the art here. Like that Lemons art. He's done so much art. Lemons, are you here? Lemons, are you here? Thank you so much. Like, thank you for like doing all of these people's characters. It was very kind of you. Thank you so much. Where were we at? Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna skip ahead what the one on your end having my collective as a dream and say thank you all for being fans of me, and I might as well return the favor somewhat and join this event. Even if I don't quite get it. I understand that while this is dating, I am being submitted more as a celebration of local events rather than the topic being serious. Hence why someone on your end decided to include Tierlist. I wasn't able to edit the Ratchet post to add the St. Lemons ones, but it's in the recent art channel. Noted. As for my self-identification, female, though I don't see myself as a human female, but assume it. Though I do see myself more akin to an AI female, if that makes sense to you. As I am now, I am a small and young 4 foot 10 inch, or 147 centimeter black hair and orange eyes. As what I was, and to an extent still am, as a ship spirit, my old firm was, well, a warship. The I don't know what that one stands for. The Decent class first recon corvettes. Thus, a hydrodynamic mass of alloys, plastic, EDM, all bound by black and red paint, hence my color scheme. Yeah, May is small. I mean, not much smaller. She's not smaller than, you know, the smallest Mikode, which are like 411. All bounded by black and red paint, hence my color scheme. I like that scheme, as silly as it sounds. I hope you don't mind me not moving it past it much. Yeah, says Destin as a name rather than an acronym. Got it. Yeah, I remember back in my very early Brony days where making fun of red and black OCs was like the hot thing, and honestly, let people have fun. I've moved past that. Like, grow up and let people to the detractors, grow up and let people have fun. God damn it! If people want to make their red and black OC, fucking let them. I am fitting for my class, rather curious and observant, and happy to listen and observe and study. Though it can seem I get distracted or easily hyperfocus. It seems I can get distracted easily or hyperfocus. I am more AI than person. It's easier for me to focus on 40 things at once in more position than an unaugmented focuses on one thing. I can be more silent or sneaky than normal, and that is a habit I don't think I'll break. Addendum: primary ablative AI crew component does not exist. Or ablative AI crew component exists. You will not notice me if May is not available. I am not the original, but I am me. We observe, we listen, we study. That's a line. I do like the joke about it being a gamer chair aesthetic, is it? As a Sonic fan, I'm very familiar. Yeah. Yeah, they're not the original AI. Yeah, sir, who oversaw me when I wasn't me. But they are similar. They are less personable than me, but was also the basis for my personality. To be honest, if you're very well versed and active in certain studies, you will not get into a conversation with them. Geologists, oceanic cartographers, really any oceanic research, you're set. We share the same hobbies. The case is simply that the AI is more focused on either me, my objective, or the original's interests. As for my background, well, the overwhelming amount of my existence, I was a destined class corvette of the Incredon Collective Aquatic Navy. Vora's N3. Excuse me. Served the better part of a century, and it was a miserable, cold, and slightly toxic world with dense water and terrible storms. But it was my home, and I plan to do my part to see it return from a miserable, toxic snowball to a livable, if most likely still a bit toxic, snowball. Garden worlds are rare where I was from and often already populated. Boris N was chosen because of resource availability and how it already was accepting of basic biosphere implantation. Thus, as a military ship with amazing scanner technology, I was used to assist in the scientific efforts for the overwhelming majority of my existence, and proud of it. It's well, the planet fell and I died writing AA cover. From what I gathered from your end, media portraying ship spirits have the originals overwhelmingly be destroyed or harvested before the arrival of spirits. I am no exceptions, it seems. I don't enjoy being isolated from the collective, but I seem to be deployed by the Shadow of Mercy as she seems fit, and nowhere near as bleak as the Perceiver on your end fears. I am enjoying my second lease on life, and if it was an option, I wouldn't turn down visiting. For now, thank you for listening to what I have to say, and take care. And I must say, that one that perceived and dreamed of me, why the fucking dinosaur are they called a terrible lizard? It's Arithune back here. A much more elegant name. The dinosaur! The dinosaur! Is this dinosaur racist, Dinkradon? Is this the fabled racist dinosaur? Never forget my Jurassic Park phase. Never forget. Never forget. May is cute. May is super cute, actually. Date him, kiss him, cuddle him in bed. Dinosaurs are cool. It is simply a fact. Dinosaurs are cool. But the question is, are they racist? That's the question. Here he is. Here's the motherfucker. Ratchy the Angel. Helltaker inspired angel. Halo and wings are both hard light projections, but are still a part of the body. The halo always remains a fixed distance and position relative to his head. It can be held and tugged onto to fasten his brain. The wing sections can be picked up and thrown like daggers. They will reappear in the correct position after a few seconds. A bit slutty, fond of infantry tactics, and certainly not a fallen angel. He took the stairs. Yeah, fucking Napoleonic Warfare Mechabellum. Speaking of which, speaking of Napoleonic Warfare Mechabellum, I have discovered some new horrifying dark magic tech for Mechabellum. Morally fallen? Morally fallen, absolutely. An angel of the domain of love and lust, Ratchy is primarily responsible in Heaven's administrative structure to make sure Heaven is a place people actually want to go to and have a kick-ass afterlife. It's a hard ass given all the cool shit is in hell, and it's where he goes on his days off. I am Peter. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? This is some kick-ass art though. Trisha, crit his balls. I love this art. This art is great. Ratchy. I love having you on my streams, but I gotta say, Ratchy. Dumplings? Dumplings are great. He is a dumpling. He is a dumpling. Is that the hate fuck cheater? First consider the fact that Sammy is here, and then consider your question again. The bright side is that you can only go up from here. Also, hang on, I'm gonna swap that over. Hang on. That can be yellow. That can be green. The lemon has tentacles, someone would be into that. And this is why Ratchy belongs in the enemy spotted tier. God damn. Let's see, Leah Noodle Gala Noodle. Gala. The hell of a name. One of milk, short, messy brown hair, and extremely green eyes. Those are some very green eyes. Resting bitch face. Is that you right there? Resting bitch face indeed. Scottish lesbian, thinks she's hot shit and wants everyone to know it. Unfortunately for everyone, she's right. Prone to extraordinary acts of violence, once killed a troll with her thighs. God damn it. Oddly enough, also the party chef who makes sure everyone doesn't eat beef jerky and hardtack every day. I like beef jerky. Raised in the monastery built amongst a branch of the world tree, was especially appointed by her master as the emissary to the human lands after having a prophetic dream. This turned out to be a mostly terrible idea. Once died because the party member on Night Watch that night failed to notice an intellect devourer walk into camp and bury into her skull. Oh my god. Beef jerky's delicious. Absolutely delicious. She backflipped onto a troll's head and snapped its neck with a twist. God damn. She got better, ended up ascending as a demigod enforcer of the Elven Pantheon to murder devils and demons in the Blood War. She enjoys her job. He seems... The Fate Fuckers. What a party name. What a hell of a party name. Where's your image? Where did I get your image from? It's gotta be here somewhere. Did I not? Oh no, there it is. They know what they're about. They know what they're about. They know what they're about. I don't think we're getting along at all. Not at I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's happening. What is this? What is Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Okay, moving on. Ah, yes, the goblin. Dotsa Kedgery? Goblin of the Garlands. Tomish has tomboyish white hair, yep, with gray streaks, yep. Wears a variety of oversized coats depending on the occasion. Typically wears a sports bra and hot pants underneath, but will mix it up based on the weather. Just under 5 feet tall. Gobbo. Yeah, wearing a fucking bikini underneath that fucking trench coat. Yes, quote unquote sports bra. Professional loot goblin. More specifically, she's one of the best solo operating smugglers operating around the Union territories, aka 1920s-ish cities in a fantasy setting. While she will smuggle anything to anywhere for cash, she'll also rob the corpses of adventuring parties and gang shots alike for anything valuable to stash out in her coat and sell later, like the Resident Evil 4 merchant. What are you buying? What are you selling? Having her cleavage out is a sales tactic. She'll smuggle something between her narcs and deliver them for war for an extra fee, bozo. Will only ever sell unloaded guns for both her own safety and to assure she's never attempted to fire one. Will only drink through a straw no matter what. No matter if water, wine, soup, or beer. Owns a model railway that takes up 60% of her apartment. Aww. Originally from a goblin den, Dasa was kicked out for petty theft, changed her name and stowed away on a train to the nearest Union city. She developed a reputation of being able to get her hands on anything you can fit into a pocket. And get it just about anywhere. She delivered unregistered weapons into penthouses, illegal potions onto ships, and smuggy magazines into prisons. Rarely for a goblin, especially one without citizenship, she's able to afford her own apartment, albeit one in the basement of the complex and right next to the elevator's noisy engine room. Bikini under a trench coat is a power move, to be honest. Yeah, totally. I might get hung for this decision. It's a very cozy home. Unfortunately, it will not save her from the you know category. It will not save her from that. Bad take. She is physically attractive. I'll give her that. But everything else is a big oof. I'm just laughing at that. Alright. Still got more to go. Ooh, another one of Shushei's. Mollification, Molly Sipansky. There we go, Sipansky. Gender, worker bee. 4'5", tall bee person. Round and fuzzy and cute. One of her wings was clipped by laser fire and still carries a scorch mark. Molly is a genuinely pleasant person that loves talking to people, learning about them, what makes them tick, and what they want and need. She's kind and helpful, to the point of being overbearing at times. She sees herself as a peacemaker and a people pleaser, but drives a hard bargain that makes people feel like they came out on top of the deal. She's selfish to the point of throwing self-preservation away, but her infectious courage is backed by enough technical acumen to lead her ragtag bunch of misfits to victories in most skirmishes. Part of the sovereign free workers, she and her now companions were among the few that escaped the Empress Victoria's crackdown under burgeoning rebel alliances for speeding. She and the crew have traveled planet to planet, lending what aid they can, while trying to rescue less fortunate rebel associates, furthering the rebellion's larger goals. That is a hell of an image. Oh, look at that. On one hand, ow. On the other hand, that makes you look metalist. Revolutionary B indeed. Hang on, hang on. I'm just gonna. Get on it, folks. Get on it. We love the Revolutionary Bee. I think we can be very good friends. We can be very good friends. Oh, wait, no. Right there. I think we can be very good friends. In fact, honestly, I may go as far as to put you at the top of that category even. Okay, who do you got? Oh, Crazy Cat, you're next. Crazy Cat, Quincy, the Ascension Tarnish. 8 feet tall. Oh my god. Holy crap. Outside of her power armor, unnatural physique, long curly black hair, a disarmingly soft voice, and usually carries a warm expression. Virtually always wearing a suit of Awazjin power armor, even casually. Voice of Awazjin, she's cunning and ruthless when she needs to be. But for people on her side of the battlefield or the debate table, she's actually super easygoing and casual. Her warm expression are her warm expressions and voice are matched with the caring personality and eagerness to please her friends. Awashin? Awashin, okay, got it, thank you. He's got 2 inches on T fucking lift, the tallest one yet? Yeah! Jesus Christ. Quincy is an Awashin, a people genetically modified to colonize a protective world on a first-generation colony ship. Shockingly, they found their paradise already settled by future near-light travelers. She is several generations younger than this landing crisis, and represents the remnant Awashin as their speaker. She's a general and figurehead of the Padasha coalition that was resisting mega corporate overreach on the planet. The Ooh, it's a Lancer character! Okay. The Karakin House of Foil acquired these corporations, and so now the coalition is at war with the House. She is trained in combat by the Swordmaster known as Medi, and in rhetoric by the speaker Machian. An NPC in me campaign, yeah? But that's cool, yeah. Previous speaker Machian, a master at both and advanced in her own right. She fights with a mortar, glaive, and rifle as a general of the coalition's ground forces and a figurehead for the movement as a whole. She survived an anti-material rifle and a bomb implanted in her chest. Holy crap! She is metal as hell. It's fucking cool. She is epic. She sounds super epic. Unfortunately, too tall for my taste, but definitely we can be friends. If I can find you. Definitely, we can be friends. Abso-fucking-lutely. Hey, it's Mina! Mina, are you here? Mina Miko. Mina had trouble doing this one. It's Mina time. Yeah, she was having a hawing for a good long while, and I had to reassure her. So I had to spend a lot of time reassuring her that it's fine. So many cool OCs, yeah. As a priestess, her current body is that of a 6-foot tall, mature-looking woman of pale complexion, with a strong hourglass figure and extremely long hair of an unnatural purple color that stands out in the port city she works in, and is considered inordinately sexually attractive by the cultural standards of the region and most visitors of her temple, part of which is magically induced. Her exact appearance in her past life is unknown, but has been simply described as plain and easily lost in a crowd. When in private with either sacrifices or her harem of priestess, she sports a similar body that features various unearthly characteristics, such as a fanged mouth in various parts of the body, empty pearly eyes shining like a starry night, flaps of skin open and hanging like an untied shirt, and many more horrifying features. She is disarmingly kind, patient, and quick to help others in public, but she becomes much more intense when taking care of clients, and becoming downright bloodthirsty and violent when she can reveal her true nature. Holy crap! Her true horrifying self. She does, however, genuinely care for the girls that serves her and is very protective of them both in a lover and motherly way. Formerly an unimportant, anonymous woman on a ship to new shores for a new life, she drowned and was dragged to the depths of the ocean. It came from beyond the stars when the ship she was on sunk in a violent storm. Imbued by a fraction of the power of a newfound patron and molded into a more suitable body, she was sent to the shores of the new land she sought as a witch priest. Priestess tasked with finding sacrifices for the hungry entity. She runs a would-be seaside temple dedicated to the sea gods, at which many sailors would come to pray for good tidings. Handled with the help of the other priestesses, she has since converted to the worship of it came from beyond the star, and also touched with its horrifying gift. In secret, the temple served as a nightly brothel that aims to attract and seduce sailors and workers to either capture them to use as sacrifices, or to manipulate them to cause their ship to sink to the depths, providing more souls to her patrons, or to manipulate the temple's standing and reputation with local authorities and across the region. So, hang on, I am going to, I haven't actually looked at this yet, so I'm gonna, yeah, I think that's a little too risk, so I am going to reset that, and, yeah, we're gonna keep this one spoilered. I think that's a little too risque. Yeah, it's, a very cool character. A very cool character. I love the concept. Unfortunately, in the concept of a dating tier list, where did I put you? Unfortunately, due to the nature of her free horrors, squeamish, quite literally serving an evil eldritch god. I'm sorry, cool character from a narrative perspective. Cool character. From an in-character perspective, oh god, I'm terrified. Oh yeah, here's Ghost Tracker. Here's Ghost Tracker's stuff. I believe she spent a lot of time on them. Hey Mina, hi, how are you doing? I hope you've got a good evening. Oh, those potato chips? Can I have a potato chip and eat it? Chat, I'm taking potato chips and eating them. Quick, I need someone to like play like overwhelming enchanting, overwhelming orchestral music in the background. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them about her characters if I can. All right. I can do see Shanty too. Ghost Tracker 212 version 3. This is the third iteration of the 5 Ghost Tracker 212s in our universe, and it's subsequently 2 versions out of date. This emo, brown and blonde shoulder hair length, blue eyes turning to yellow in response to stress, or to enhance her perception due to surgical augmentation. Has an athletic build, but otherwise is largely a non-standout figure. Has a non-standout figure. Pale due to a colder home environment. Yeah, that'll do it. Normally seen wearing a hoodie and tracksuit when on Earth. The idea is that the clothing is dark, and as a result, she won't stand out or be left alone. Her clothing is noticeably a little too warm for her, but she tolerates it she tolerates it as she likes the style it provides for her. She also sits around average for her species at 5'9". 5'9"? I mean, that's pretty tall. Initially rather dismissive and condescending, not wanting her to waste her time with anyone else outside her squad, and given the nature of the species, she was always far more interested in accomplishing whatever she was there to do, with everyone else in the way. However, she has shown a more caring side around her teammates with people who manage to break that exterior. In this case, she's known to take almost a big sister role, and whilst maybe not being overly expressive, she always has her safety and best interests at the forefront, even if that means letting them break regulations now and again. She is known to be rather sarcastic in times and can have a rather pointed sense of humor. Born to the Arthurial race on their homeworld of Sakurhet, Ghost Tracker 212, known as Tracker, never really knew peacetime. The Second Arthurial Republic always engaged in some skirmish it deemed worthy of war footing, or some endeavor to further push the militant authoritarian cause it believed in. Children were put into state care at the age of 2 to free up the parents to continue to serve the state. Jesus Christ! Children were frequently given aptitude tests even from this young age, with their development consistently monitored and tested before they were eventually filtered out in schools better suited for what they appeared to be adept at, so they could best serve the state. This could range from civil engineering to CRBN specialist. What the fuck? God damn! That's some hard shit. Ghost Tracker seemed to barely lean into special operations, which led to further testing, which when done, including biological tests to ensure she was capable of sustaining the augmentations needed, she just barely passed. This marked her as a reserve, which would have her go into a different specialty initially, and then only being placed with the Special Forces Operation Command in the event she was needed. However, only a few months after being shifted into this, the Second Arthurial Republic declared war on the Tessern Empire, the only other major species on the planet, as an attempt to seize control over the entire world. This led to the formation of several new special operations groups for which Tracker, who is then assigned to Ghost Tracker 212, with the number being based on their aptitude scoring, was put through this program. In the following years, the girls' education and life were dedicated to this goal, undergoing invasive procedures to allow self-igniting of wounds to enhance healing, eyesight improvements, and teleportation. Oh my god. Oh my god, this poor girl. Alright, Pom Pom. We need more space for the sad corner. Open up the sad corner. We need more room. Pom Pom, we need a whole sad carriage. At this point, yeah. I feel like there's multiple OCs who belong in the sad corner. Oh, too many to count. Too many to count. I have mixed feelings about this person. She needs help. I don't know if I'll be close. I don't think I'll be able to get close enough to try, because I might get my head cut off. Hugs for the sad corner? Hugs for the sad corner. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, I can see where the naming scheme comes from now that I've got the context. I was like, these are very weird names, but no, I understand the context of these names now. That's horrifying. I think all of these girls are going into the mixed feelings category. Just from Ghost Tracker's vibes alone, because holy shit, this setting you've written for this, it's fucked. Let's see, Knight Raider 143. Let's see. Brown bob hair, green eyes, athletic, but also skinnier than average. Madlib codenames assigned by the government. Yeah, that's fucked. Normally seen in out-of-regulation uniform or casual clothing. Slightly smaller than average at 5'7". Excuse me. Out of character for her species, she is rather upbeat and quick-witted with her jokes. She is often seen as the comic relief of her squad, noticeably not taking things too seriously, unless she feels she has to. And this comes from a mixture of deliberately trying not to stress herself and confidence in herself. And as such, she can come across as blasé about most things, which can be annoying to others. She has her own unique way of caring about others, often taking an I can make the joke at you, but no one else can approach. She is also one of the few Autherials who sees a point in developing friendships and getting to know who they're working with, which is a rarity. Much the same as Ghost Tracker, she's from the same universe, but she doesn't make it past the first book. Oh, you're not even alive! Holy crap! You're not even alive! What the hell? However, the need for more units meant she was putting Ghost Tracker's team as a reserve. Her skinning was a bit different. She was quite solidly within the reserves of the SOG. There were concerns about her behavior. Right, yeah. God damn. Rest in peace, Knight Raider. Once again, though. You get to be at the top of mixed feelings. And Blade Phantom 418. Purple fade to pink shoulder length hair with a straight fringe that sits around her eyebrows. She has a scar in her left eyebrow below her left eye and has 2 star tattoos below her right eye. She normally wears a hat, but otherwise wears a standard medical team uniform. Pale, with more color than a standard Autherial. Clouded heterochromatic has clouded heterochromatic eyes as a result of a battlefield injury. Has a relatively athletic build of a healthy weight. Ooh, this one's got a little bit lengthy. Phantom personifies several elements of the typical Autherial mindset when handling others quite well, except for being more friendly overall. She displays a very logical, deductive way of thinking and a strong, independent drive. However, unlike other Autherials, Phantom shows no arrogance or condescension towards others regarding her abilities, notably letting them demonstrate themselves rather than hold them in high regard. This naturally means she also likes to help, not taking over projects but guiding them, which made her fairly adaptable and a well-liked leader in her group. She can be a bit of a joker, but is oftentimes more focused on what she is doing or helping the person she is helping. This, combined with a good eye for detail, does make her a good medic, as well as a rather calm and composed nature when things don't necessarily go right the first time. Same universe as Ghost Tracker and Raider. Her history largely follows theirs. However, there is no doubt she was qualified for the SOG from much earlier. Her aptitude tests and abilities made her a natural fit for the Special Operations Group, and she was entered before the Autherial. Testern War started as Phantom 418 at the age of 24, the earliest possible entry age for the Special Operations Program. Assigned as the commander of the Line Piercers, which specialize in infiltration and close quarters combat, As a commander of the unit, she thrived in her role for the first couple of years, becoming one of the most utilized SOG units during the war, and becoming vital to the efforts in handling Testern strongpoints and groves in the initial conflict. However, due to this utilization, her unit was one of the first to come in contact with the 9th hand, and due to unpreparedness for a skilled enemy in an otherwise initially weak resistance, this led to a sudden spike in casualties. Blade Phantom for 18 being one of them. Is she dead too? While clearing out an underground grove set up by the Tassern, her team was ambushed, with Phantom being slashed across the face as a 9th hand sprung from a trap. This action caused her to recoil and teleport back, activating the augmented vision, only to be blown from the side as she did. The sudden jarring pull-out damaged her eyesight and caused heterochromia as she banged her head on the fall. This turn of events left her temporarily blinded, meaning she was distracted by her team, who immediately pulled back and sent her to medical. It was here she spent time recovering and undergoing rehabilitation for her eyesight, and whilst this was ongoing, the war took turns for the worse for the Autherials. Due to a rapidly developing lack of personnel and a high casualty rate, once Phantom recovered her eyesight enough to be usable, she was pushed into a medical squad, acting as backline support along with other non-critical casualties to try to stem losses and supplemental power. The Tessern are woodland-dwelling reptiles with guns. Got it. Oof. Yeah, this setting that Ghost Tracker has is it's heavy. Top of mixed feelings. You probably got some stuff you gotta work through. Okay. Whoa! What is it good for? Absolutely nothing! I'm gonna shovel more sweet tarts into my face. I deserve a snack after that. Okay. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Let's see. Alright, what do we got here? Marizin. Marizin is a big, tall, and round demon. While classified as an imp, those are typically half as tall as she is. She is on the softer side, though her proportions might also be because of her heritage. She has 2 purple eyes, black hair that frames her face with blunt bangs, and 2 long ears that poke out from her hair at either side. There are 2 horns at the top of her head, which are curved backwards, and there's a cute tail that doesn't quite reach the floor on her back. Aww. Look at that cute little demon. Cute little imp. Too big, yeah, actually. Anyways, yes, I'm off to bed now. Alright, Barachi, sleep well! She typically wears a lot of shiny magical jewelry in either mage's robes or loose clothes and undies. Due to her nature as a highly magical impish demon creature, her body is quite malleable, however. Oh, I think we accidentally copied and pasted some stuff. She'd be quite skittish at times, and somewhat neurotic. But when she, sometimes neurotic when she isn't convinced the world hates her, or drowning in anxiety. She is gentle, neurotic, but when she isn't convinced the world hates her or drowning in anxiety, she's a gentle and caring creature. She is very loyal to those she considers her friends, even though she herself doesn't understand social rules and concepts innately. She has made friends. I made a mistake when posting that. I mean, it's not a big deal. Marizin was born in a place full of fire, cruelty, and demons. How she was born, if at all, and to whom and to whom too, if she does not know. It did not take long for her fellow friends to take issue with her, however, since unlike them, she didn't care for much for torturing or bullying or general evil fantasy demon things. Her talents were with healing magics rather than fireballs or having comically huge muscles. A lone social outcast, she was desperate for friends, and to avoid punishment and gain recognition, she used her healing magics to prolong the lives of her fellow demons and the victims they dragged into the abyss. This made her very upset, and despite her efforts, she was still as disliked as before. Before long, she ran far away, as far as she could reasonably go, stranded in the middle of nowhere in some forgotten corner of the abyss. She met a strange elf who, according to her, could help her get out of there, an opportunity which she gladly took. Now she roams nicer places to make friends, though she sometimes spirals. She sometimes spirals. She usually gets out of her bad moods and learns more fancy healing magic. While by now she has some offensive magical abilities, she still primarily serves as a support/heal magician who's also trying to help trying to do necromancy, because healing does not stop at this recently deceased. Ooh, it all started on the day of my birth. Neither of my parents even decided to show up. Hi, Doofenshmirtz. But yeah, another candidate for the sad corner. Someone give this woman some head pats. That said, where are you? There you are. I think we can be friends. Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz, is that you? Squeeze imp like a teddy bear. Squeeze the imp like a teddy bear. Excuse me. She's a squeezy friend? She sounds like a squeezy friend. Lilith Leah. Lilith is a shapeshifter. Most commonly, she is in her elven form, and that of an anthropomorphic cat creature. Her elven form is short, lithe, and athletic. Like a lot of elves, probably. It has pale skin and dark hair. Her eyes are amber colored, and her gaze has a piercing quality. She isn't sure why that form feels natural to her. Her fox form is more flexible with its appearance, however. She does usually go for more natural colors. Currently, her fur is orange with slightly darker hair on top of her head. She has those big slit yellowish eyes. Behind cutesy round glasses and a fluffy tail. Generally a fairly unassuming shape, which at least in the land of fluffy people, does not draw much attention. Lilith is friendly and cheerful for the most part. She gets very upset at any injustices she perceives, and while she doesn't care too much about laws, she has a strong sense of what is right and what is wrong. She likes making silly jokes and puns. I like the idea. I like to use a probably as if she's working off the idea of elves. Yeah, it's a really neat detail. It's a really neat detail in the vocabulary and the verbiage used. A long time ago, in some wacky, faraway plane of existence, there was an elf, an abolition elf who somehow got it in her head that gods facing mortals who worship them is also slavery and therefore must be abolished. Fortunately, or perhaps unfortunately, while she made those conclusions, she also came upon a scary evil power which lets her take others' beings' essences, souls and stuff to become more powerful. It turns out, however, that an elf isn't really made to contain the soul juice of one god, let alone several, and so she popped. It wasn't quite as gory as it sounds, though. Rather than her shattering completely, though, countless little pieces of what made her herself, and that made up some she borrowed. Wait. Made itself. Just some. I don't know how to read that sentence. She borrowed power from. The power. Borrowed power ended up in all sorts of interesting places. So I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna try to parse the sentence here if I can find it. Countless little pieces made it herself. Well, pieces of what made her herself, and those that she borrowed power from ended up in all sorts of interesting places. Head pats for Lisa. It's a skill. Writing is a skill. It's a skill that I think everyone should practice, but a skill nonetheless. As a result, all of those separate little blobs, while scattering, melded together, and when they eventually arrived somewhere, they formed into a new being, an elf to be specific. These strange beings, however, came into existence as adults with hardly any memories to speak of, and skills and knowledge that widely vary considering all of the different sources the pieces make. Considering all those different source pieces. One such silly creature is Lilith, who greatly enjoyed arcane magics, transforming things and eventually transforming herself and exploring different planes of existence. Meeting some of her pseudo-sisters, even if she did not recognize them as such. On these journeys, she picked up a demon from a world of fire and brimstone, and now sits around a world inhabited by colorful creatures. While she herself is mostly good with the moving around sort of magic, changing her own shape as well as using raw magic to blow up things, she herself is mostly good at the moving around sort of magic, changing her own shape as well as using raw magic to blow things up. Now she spent a lot of time in the aforementioned Fluffland, aiding the locals in whatever problems they face to the best of her ability. Elf. Fop. Second fop. I need a fop tier. Yeah, she's very fluffy. He's very fluffy. We can be friends. We can be friends. Bella! Turns my pain receptors up to 400% and tries to touch an ice cube? What are you doing? What are you doing? Also, hang on. You. What are you doing? Why would you do that? Becky was made as a frontline battle android. While it is made of standard humanoid parts, they are mismatched with military, industrial, and civilian models. Becky has a plain, unambiguous feminine face and a stout build. Her body can also unfold, extend, and gain additional legs and uninhibiting her joints, allowing them to bend backwards at the cost of superficial damage. This combat mode used to include several weapons that have been removed in compliance with peacetime accords. Becky loves being an android and recommends cyberization in every chance it gets. It finds the idea that someone wouldn't want to fully customize their body and acuteness/sensitivity of their senses bizarre and sad. Its rhetoric strays too close to machine supremacy for some, an ideology that stokes widespread fear despite not existing. Becky makes ends meet as a high school teacher, imparting her love of chemistry and cooking, which are the same to her. Do not try to ask her android-only recipes. They are inedible and/or deadly to organics. It throws herself into her passions and hobbies wholeheartedly. It understands that some people find her behavior and reasoning off-putting or upsetting, and it appreciates those who make an effort to engage sincerely. Most of Becky's intimate relationships have been with other machines, especially combat androids, and most often ones it fought with in war. However, it does hold a great affection for humans with an open mind, and loves to share new experiences. Okay. Unfortunately, Bella did not include an image for Becca here. So I don't have anything to put on the tier list. Does this give me an option to, like, add a text message, or add just, like, a text? I don't think so. I think Becky there is going to go at the top of mixed feelings. Yeah, top of mixed feelings is where Becca's gonna go. I like drinking apple cider vinegar mixed into ginger ale. I call it battery acid. It's powerful but very good. You enjoy that, Luma. You go ahead and you enjoy that. I will stay sober. Alright, we've got Dwakies. Okay, this is Saphira, who I'm very familiar with. 6 foot tall, looks to be in her late 20s. She has blue and red eyes. Is she heterochromatic? She is heterochromatic, yeah. Red patches of red dragon scales across her body with tail, wings, and horn. When she's not wearing casual clothes, she can magically equip draconic red knight armor. We love when you can just, you know, swap outfits magically. Shit's, I love that shit. I love that. That comes with a skirt and can even cover the entire body in metal armor to become a draconic beast-like being of rage. She also has a demonic ruler outfit. She's fiery, optimistic, assertive, and motivated, but it can be a little bit cheeky. She loves to fight in combat against equals, but is a bit childish. Think she's a top, but is a total bottom. She began as a wandering adventurer after her home got wrecked by Imperial troops. Okay, so I have to ask, like, is Saphira from her own, like, little setting, or is she like a fandom? Is she from a fandom setting? Is she a fandom character? After her home got wrecked by Imperial troops, and her uncle got mortally wounded in the process and later passed away, with nothing else left to go, nowhere else left to go. She was entrusted the family kept secret, the Night Blade of the Red Dragon. To her, it was just a bastard sword with red dragon motifs, though she did not know at the time that the powers within had been dormant for millennia, waiting for a rightful heir to claim it. Personal OC lore? Nice. She gets on the bed to top and gets flipped like a shark. During her travel, she met with what would become her friends and comrades in combat in arms. Her friends and comrades in arms. Her best friend, his sister, the crazy friend, and his best friend, plus her sister and cousin too. All 7 of them would eventually find an ancient Magitech prototype spaceship, which is far more advanced than any modern spacecraft. It would become their home and base of operations during the time as mercenaries for hire. They would become a thorn in the Empire's side, working with the Resistance on multiple occasions, going on dangerous missions. Later on, they would have defeated the self-proclaimed Emperor of the False Empire. Then the return from the dead. Hey, struggling to parse a sentence. Return from the dead, a Black Dragon Knight. I'm gonna assume that's what you meant to say. And save the galaxy until years later, a new threat appears in the form of the ancient Dragon Knights of the ancient Draconian Empire returning, where she had to learn to master the Red Dragon powers to become the Red Dragon Knight. She defeated the Knights and the Dragon Emperor of the past, and established a new Dragon Knight Order, becoming the new Knight Commander of the Knight Order to safeguard peace in the galaxy. At sometime later, she mysteriously started to change from male to female, and to start to grow scales, a tail, wings, and a horn. She would later retire from the Knight Commander position to give her son, to take up the role as leader of the clan Bale. I'm gonna assume it's pronounced Bale, and unite the 72 demon clans. 72 clans! That's a lot of clans. In order to prevent another demonic crusade and rebuild the world as the demonic ruler. Along with her girlfriend as advisor, Ruby Lilith Bale. She possesses the power over the element of fire, which comes over the mastery of the Red Dragon Knight Blade and Red Dragon Bloodline. She also has the bloodline of the Blue Dragon of Lightning and Thunder. Thunderbolt and Lightning. Very, very frightening. I mean, also, Tanty did some like beach pinup posters, so cool dragon girl. Galileo. That said, Saphira, you are a very cool person. Not my vibe. Galileo, 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 Galileo. But yeah, no, you've got a really cool, you've got a like really cool setting here, Dwakey. Cool person, not my vibe tier. Okay. You've got a few left to go here. We're on track to the protagonist of a game I'm trying to make. They do legally distinct spice melange drugs to make them and their computer psychic. That's yeah, they seem very normal. They seem extremely normal, even. Very normal. Extremely normal. Very normal. Luma! Here we go! We finally got to Luma! Lovely weather we're having. Luma, a golem with a main body mostly of clay with many parts of stone, most notably with arms that are tethered to but not connected to the body. She can freely manipulate rock to create varying outerwear and armor. Fucking rad. Very direct, somewhat tomboyish, but not beyond tactfulness, and enjoys living life and learning new things. She dislikes pointless conflict, but will readily partake in contests or sparring. She woke up unprompted in a temple between dimensions. Leaving through the door brings her to worlds where she learns more about life, being able to return only after fulfilling some manner of condition, seemingly arbitrarily set by an unknown arbiter. Each time, the Samel temple changes in some way, and eventually became something of a personal portable home, filled with memories and keepsakes from the multiple worlds visited. Well, one, can we appreciate how pretty Luma is? She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's so pretty! I made Luma write about herself? Hang on, just gotta... And perfect. And perfect. And cute. Nope, not like me. Not like me. But Luma is cute. Luma is cute. We're gonna stick her. We're gonna stick her in, date him, kiss him, cuddle him in bed. And cute, just like the bun. Nope, nope, false. Lies and deception. I'm not cute. Right into I'm still the most powerful being. As I know I'm 6'6", and this character blows the line between OC and Persona. So what if you're tall? So what if you're tall? Another one of Twinkies. Zyla Storm. 6'6". Oh, speaking of being 6'6". 6'6", not including the ears. She's a Vina Vieira who she's slightly toned with one green eye, a steel eye color. Are you also heterochromatic? You're also heterochromatic. Green hair with lots of green. She has green hair with highlights of steel, and has a long ponytail. She has a green face markings and a red jewel on her forehead. Woo! By the power of democracy, Starbright has been deemed cute. Nope, not cute. Let's see. red on the forehead, light purple eyeshadow and lipstick. Has a green bunny tail. You love bunny tails. Give Squeenix, give Viera bunny tails. Okay, then by the power of dictatorship and decree. You're not the dictatorship! I'm the dictator! I'm not cute! Hang on. Zyla has a cool and calm demeanor and hardly shows any strong emotions. She's motivated, resourceful, trustworthy, introverted, mature, practical, steadfast, cynical, and indifferent. That's a lot of adjectives. Cute bun tantrum? No. Name is like Sayla. Okay, Sayla. Got it. Got it. She grew up in the Viera village along the Skete Range. At some point in Skete Range. She decided to leave her village along with her brother. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Let's see. Where was I? She decided to leave the village along with her brother, and both decided to split up and travel their own separate ways to find their own path on the road. Her brother traveled and reached Rabanaster, and she settled in Bosja, taking on a new identity with a new name and a fresh start. She spent a few years there, training to be a gunbreaker, and even managed to join the Queen's Blade. When the Garlean invasion happened, she fought with her fellow Blades. Some fell. And when she stood, I am struggling, even as independent third party killing cute, I'm not cute. It's almost 3 a.m, I need to go to bed now, enjoy the rest of the list. Everyone is cute. Except for me. But you enjoy your evening, Lisa. Have a good night. Especially Luma. Luma is super cute. When the Garlean invasion happened, she fought with her fellow Blades. Some fell, and she stood alone against one of her fellow Blades, a traitor. The duel went on for hours, and the battle continued until they both fell into an old elegant facility. And in one final clash, the traitor fell first. The traitor fell before she did. Zayla passed out from her injuries, and after a while, she woke up in pain, seemingly less than before. She was still unable to fight and able to walk, but she found herself different somehow. Her left eye changed color to gray, and part of her hair turned to a slight shade of gray. When she got out, it was when she escaped the elegant facility, it was thoroughly destroyed, and she decided to leave Bosja behind, sticking her gunblade in the ground before leaving along with her past, identity, and name. She traveled to Yansha and settled in Delmo with a new name and another fresh start. She trained to become a ninja, and now seems to have gained a power, probably due to what happened during that duel in Bosja. She enhanced the sharpness of her blade's weapons. She remained in Doma until the Garleans invaded, where she left the country along with her identity, name, and even her job, and tried to get into Hingashi. Getting inside was no easy task, despite her ninja training. Though once she did get in, she settled in and eventually got trained to be a samurai, and became a ronin with a reputation. Where she served under someone that she got killed and subsequently took the blame for. So she sought to flee Hingashi, discarding that past behind her again. Man, this Zayla has gone so man, going from one occupation to another. That's poor Zayla. This time a ship from Limsa was in dock. They needed a deckhand, and she accepted it. She trained with them to become a marauder, and took on the name Zayla Storm as the ship would arrive in Limsa Lominza. And here's our green-haired bunny girl. I love the green and gray. I like that color scheme. It's nice. I really like that color scheme. Ninja, 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 and ninja. I wrote this in a day. It's really damn good for being written in a day. Where do I put Zayla? Where do I put Zayla? I think you're right next. You're right in with Saphira. Cool person. Very cool person. Not my vibe. Leave. Something happens in a new place. Give this poor bun a break. Yeah, someone give this poor bun a break. Pom Pom. We need more pillows for the sad corner. Wait, hang on. Where is... I need a head pat emote. There we go, that'll do. Let's see. I'll never give this poor bun a break. Starbright needs to be constantly reminded she's very cute. No, I don't. I don't need to be reminded of a false statement about myself. Okay. And then we've got Nathan. Excuse me. Is this another Star Wars OC? Oh, this is another Star Wars OC. 6'7", my goodness. Nathor Kane. 6'7", 6'7" human cyborg. He went with cyborg implants after losing an eye in active duty. Light brown eyes and reddish short hair. He grew up on a farm on Dantooine along with his family and would often help out at the farm. Hey, farming background. Unit? Absolute fucking units! He liked to fix the farm droids and equipment and is good at it. He would eventually join the local militia to help out the community. When his brother enlisted in the Republic Army, he went in his stead, letting his brother stay at home with his wife and kids. Nathor was thrown into the war against anything the Republic deemed enemies: the Sith Empire, the Separatists, anyone. His unit got ambushed on a mission, leaving most of them gravely injured or killed, and he had to have a cybernetic implant installed in place of his lost eye. He also he would have more installed over time. He would eventually reach the rank of sergeant and later join up with what would be his comrade at arms and friends, a Jedi Knight Guardian, a Jedi Knight Sentinel, and a Jedi Consular Sage. Oh no, there's more. A smuggler gunslinger, an SIS sniper agent, and a dual blaster wielding bounty hunter. This ragtag team would fight the Sith Empire until the Cold War happened, where they would split up and go their separate ways. He was approached to become a candidate to join Havoc Squad and would travel to Ord Mantell. Nathor is specialized in using heavy weaponry, rifles, and pistols, and tinkering with equipment and droids. If anything can be fixed, you can fix it. Look at this absolute fucking unit. Oh my goodness. Look at this chonker. Chunky. Big. 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 Without knowing more about him, I think we could be friends. Alright, 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Alasdair Papadopoulos. What a hell of a name. I typed this up because I know that Starbright is going to struggle with the name. Alasdair, that's how the first name is pronounced. Scottish names be weird. Last name is pronounced Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos. Thank you. Because fuck yeah, I decided to give them a Greek name. I do have a soft spot for the name Papadopoulos. It's I mean, I love it. I love like hearing like, I love like reading about OCs with ethnic names. Gives it a little bit of extra spice and you know, just a little bit more worldly. Non-binary assigned male at birth. 5'7", this Tarian. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Battletech. Ooh, Battletech OC. Okay. Let's do it. Battletech. Let's do this. This Tarian-born mercenary is somewhat lanky, but even with that, they are still able to hold their own in a fight. He has hazel eyes, or they have hazel eyes, black hair, and a somewhat crooked grin. The armor of this mercenary is a slightly modified 80 flak armor used by the Taurian Defense Force, adjusted to still provide the same armor quality, but with increased mobility. The helmet is also colored in the shade of green, that the history books classified as Argyle Green, giving the mech warrior their call sign. Oh, he's a mech warrior. Cool. Stubborn, to the point, and somewhat charismatic. I mean, how else can you describe being a sergeant in the Taurian Defense Force? With having this, and having soldiers be loyal to them, even above their commanding officers. And also definitely a bit insane considering the type of mechs they gravitate to, in addition to their preferred vehicles. What kind of mechs do they pilot? I guess I'll find that out soon. A former soldier of the Taurian Cordats TDF, Argyle was a sergeant who fought through the absolute worst of the raids against the TDF by the Federated Commonwealth. Yeah, fuck those Davians! And assisted in combating them. However, when they were patrolling during one deployment in their aerospace fighter, the worst possible outcome occurred. A Davian force that the regiment was tracking managed to assault the main base. By the time Argyle returned, most of their comrades were dead. It was shortly after that they chose to leave the TDF, retiring with honor, and became a mercenary. They were known to favor aerospace fighters when not in the seat of a mech. Be it a Phoenix Hawk, they piloted as a TDF sergeant, or their Larkball Green to repair and pilot a Highlander, or even rare, to find a mech that they only know of as a rumor, a 100-ton assault mech simply called the Thunderhawk. A crack shot with a rifle and a skilled mech tech, they've recently been seen amongst the ranks of the 323rd Recon Mercenary Company. Right now I have this. Okay, that's fine. What is that, by the way? Is that an MP5? With like a skeleton stock? That looks like an MP5 with a skeleton stock. Yeah, it's an MP5. Wow, the Taurian Cordat has MP5s. Oh. Where do I put you? Highlander? Good choice of mechs? Yeah, Highlander's right. I do prefer the catapult though. Catapult and Bushwhacker, my beloved. So where do we put you? We can be friends. We can be friends. Yeah, we can be friends. We can be friends. Okay, who else we got here? Two left. Oh, Mongo, this is Mongo Beefs. Namir Adira Mori. Gender fluid. They use primarily she, her pronouns, but accepts he, him, and they, them, and it. Very gender fluid, yeah. Holy moly. The most common form used by Nami is did you miss the R? By Namir is 6'6", 250 pounds. The tail is noticed is longer than their body and measures approximately 7 foot tail. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at that floofy tail. Holy crap. Soft. So Mongo. And it counts for 15 pounds of their total body weight when dry. Their irises are golden and flow like molten gold trapped in an orb. This is more noticeable when they are active and the coloring shifts rapidly.
Their tail is fully prehensile, and they have spent decades working the muscles in it so that it is capable of lifting a small child weighing 54 pounds on its own. Oh damn! Shrunk fluff! The fluff is shrunk! Other forms exist, but are mostly mutations of this. They are a fan of crab claws because of their grip strength, and the clacking noise one can make with this. Do I have a crab dance? Do I have a crab dance? Crab dance. Anyways, I must head out. Have fun with other stuff. Have other stuff to do. Have an awesome night, everyone. Remember, Starbright and Luma are really cute and adorable. Nope, just Luma. Just only Luma is cute. Not me. Not cute. The images don't show it, but she has a work uniform she wears around most often, and it is a set of blue-green leather scaled clothing taken from a dragon who came to them for help, as her poisons have been used in the past. To great effect against dragons. There is a vast apron covered in pouches, and a dress/skirt/belt combination with various files of substances, each in their own padded leather and griffin feather compartment. Regardless of what they wear, their fur is popping out from every seam possible. So fluffy. Remind Starblight that she's cute. She needs to constant reminders. No, I don't. I don't need reminders of these libelous claims. Popping up for every seam possible unless they go and take a dunk in the fluid they create just to stick your hair down and keep it restrained. They carry a small vial that is a concentrated version of the fluid with themselves at all times, and may ask for a rain barrel to dilute it into and take a full body dunk. That's adorable. Look at that fluff. So fluffy. Wow. Generally playful, Namir does not accept disrespect to their given choice and trade. They are often mistaken as confrontational and antagonistic, but it's just as often playful. It is often just playful teasing and testing the boundaries of others. She does not wish to hurt, except in cases where somebody has misused a substance that she gave to them. She's very physical and loves to experiment with all manner of sapient species, if it can consent. She has attempted to pair with them. There are likely hundreds of offspring out in the world carrying some part of the weird genetic code that makes her up. She is not a deadbeat parent. She regularly visits and sees the majority of her progeny get older and even die. My god! Namir gets around! This would concern and distress the average person, and for good reason, but Namir has come to accept the fact that she's even capable of being pregnant, and making others pregnant is a scientific miracle. Adding to this, they are unaware that what their original form looks like anymore. Namir's primary occupation is that of an alchemist. Their skill in magic is used to assist their alchemical experiments. She refuses to give any customer a potion or draw without testing effects on herself first. This includes dangerous poisons and body-altering chemicals. This has led to her body spontaneously mutating, and also their purposeful decision to mutate themselves. Namir also, in their own time, experiments upon her own genetic code and overall body shape. While the pictures are some of the more common forms, they regularly change genders and even entire species. And after drinking so many love potions, she has developed the ability to extrude from her skin a liquid not unlike a squid's defense mechanism that is both a potent aphrodisiac, but also a partially paralytic agent. Wow! The fluid is shot in all directions from macro pores on their skin and covers them head into a bioluminescent fluid that glows in a light green even in full sun. Holy crap! Mongo, are you here? Mongo? Mongo, are you here? Mongo, are you here? Wait, hang on, I gotta do something. Wait, hang on. One more time.
Lady Miyavi, please step on me.
Okay. That is all I required. Mongo, if you're here, Welcome to the Please Step on Me tier. Welcome to the Please Step on Me tier. I hope you enjoy your time there. Okay, we have one more. Right on time, we have one more. Oh wait, no, we're not done with Mungo. We're not done with the mirror. The combination of being somewhere around 2,600 years old and the constant experimentation she has done to her own body has left her unsure at this point what her original form even is. These changes in her are also why they are told to small kids to get them to sleep, because the crazed potion seller will come and take you and use you to make more of the potions. It's easy to tell kids before they have to face reality that the alchemist that lives outside of town has been there since the town was founded, and not even your grandparents remember the founding as it was before their time as well. He doesn't stay in one location for too long. This could be decades, but she often goes out in the world to both collect new and interesting substances, but also to provide treatment and services for those in need. She has enough rich customers that providing small services to people for nearly free, that she can provide small services to people for nearly free, often only requiring a meal and a nice place to rest, and sometimes be able to roam the property looking for various herbs and even more commonly mushrooms. They have been mistaken as a dead body when they decided to take a nap on the side of the road, and the mycelium blanket they carry and covered themselves with reacted to the sun, and the local area began to sprout very tiny mushrooms. That's adorable. Their tail is often tied down by various leather straps that has a ribbed pattern on them to both contain fluff and assist in gripping objects, as he uses her tail to grab things that are across her room, and she doesn't want to leave the current task alone for any amount of time. They also carry a long knife engraved with runes to allow it to change from a skimming knife to a heavy cleaver, and a serrated handsaw that was forged from a portion of a horn from one of their close friends who is royalty amongst the dragon kind of their lands. That's metal. She's helped significantly in helping the dragons recover their dwindling birth rates, and also helped to be a midwife to said noble and others. She was given a part of the horn as both partial payment and also as both a sort of indefinite duration passport into the dragon lands, and to signify their connection to the ruling royal family. Dragons are quite prideful, and there were some initial fights when she first arrived that ended with several dragons being severely injured when the filthy cat spreaded rings and claws sharper than their own upon chugging a glass vial that looked like the glass it was made of had been left in a fire for far too long, and a fluid that hissed upon contact with the air. The horn was then forged into the blade they carry, and inscribed with runes that allow the transformation by the primary mate of the royal and an aberration of a human who had accidentally come to this world by casting teleportation magic without a set entrance point. The spell should have failed, but instead ripped them into this world, and their rune magic was both unknown to others and seemingly more empowered by their presence here. There are runes across the Mir's armor as well that act as minor wards to basic environmental hazards, like active spore colonies that have gone airborne, or the poisonous breath that happens naturally from dark green scaled dragons. Okay, those are some neat details. Still belonging in the Please Step on Me tier. Alright, and last but not least, the fucking Philip Axolotl. So, there are two places where this could go. The second most powerful being, or enemy spotted. There is no in between. I'm just gonna read this dry. Name: Axolotl. Gender: Axolotl. Physical description: Axolotl. Personality: has a knife. Background: found knife. I squawk at you. I'm not cute. How dare you? So, yeah, either an enemy spotted or most powerful being. Enemy spotted. I'm not cute. Blue, I'm not cute. No, I'm not cute. Also, hi Blue, how are you doing? And that's the Panic Room OC dating tier list. Lots of friends, lots of people I would date, kiss and cuddle in bed. Couple of people in Please Step on Me. Literally dating Snuffles. Jeff is obviously the most powerful being. We can't do anything about that. And a couple of people I didn't exactly gel with. That's that. I hope y'all had fun, like, go through this and very briefly expound my feelings upon this, upon everyone's OCs. Axolotls can regrow lost parts? They sure can, and that frightens me. Actually, wait, hang on. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this. Download. What do they have that the rest of us don't? This is a silly stream? Oh, it's an incredibly silly stream. Let's not get it twisted. It's very silly. How the fuck do I download this? You know what? I'm just gonna do a snip. I'm just gonna do a snip. It's gonna be easier that way. Let me get my snipping tool. We'll have to go back to the VOD and see what I missed. Yeah. I am the most powerful being. Yep, you sure are. You sure are. Alright. That's all I got for you today, folks. Thank you for joining me, and thank you to everyone who submitted an OC. This was so much fun. Shame one OC didn't have an image. Yeah, they were in mixed feelings. They were in mixed feelings. I regularly bring harm to the most powerful being. Head pat for Luma. Head pat for Luma, everyone. Alright, folks, that's all I got for you. Let's see who we can raid before we head off today. Whew, that was a long stream. Wait, nope. There you go. Okay. Know that pats it burns? You know you love the head pats, Luma. Alright, who can we raid? Who can we raid? Who's online right now? Let's give Jiggy a raid. Let's give Jiggy a raid. Be sure to let Jiggy know that Jeff is the most powerful being. The most powerful being. PMD music? Yeah, I love PMD music. But yeah, Jeff is the most powerful being, and Luma is very cute. Be sure to tell Jiggy that last one too, that Luma is cute. That's our raid phrase. Luma is cute. In any case, folks, I hope y'all had fun. I'll see you on Thursday for... I don't know what. It'll be something. It'll be something. I'm still trying to find something to fill that slot. Have a good night, folks, and happy April Fools.